Yo, what's up guys? In this video, I'm gonna show you how to unlock all the hidden infernal arms weapon aspects in Hades. These are the 4 aspects you can get for each weapon in the game, so if that sounds interesting, let's get into it. So the first thing you have to do is that you got the faded list of minor prophecies from the house Contractor. You probably already have this by now, but you will need it to unlock the aspects of the weapons. You will also need to unlock all the weapons and reach the final boss in the game. You do not have to beat him, I believe. This will unlock the aspects of the weapons, and as you can see, there is a 4th one for each of the weapons, but it is sealed away. Now, the first weapon you have to unlock is the one from the spear. This one is called the Aspect of Guan. This one is needed to unlock first, so you are able to unlock the other ones after this one. Here, you will need to invest at least 5 Titan Blood and 5 different non-Zagreus weapons. So this means that you have to level up the 2nd or 3rd aspect of any of the weapons, but you will have to do this anyway to unlock them all, because you need a total of 5 Titan Blood invested in each of the other weapons to unlock the hidden aspect of those weapons. So invest your Titan Blood in the other weapons is better, so you won't have to use that much Titan Blood. A little side note here: to get Titan Blood, you will get it as a reward from beating the first and final boss in the game, but will be obtainable again using the Pact of Punishment, so you can keep on farming them. And also can be traded with the Wretched Broker. And you also have a chance to buy one during the run in the Temple of Styx at the current shop there. And you can also get one, I believe, from a fish on the surface where you fight the final boss. But I never got it, but it is there. So moving on to unlock the hidden aspect of the spear. If you have invested the Titan Blood, you now have to speak to Achilles, where there is a chance to get a dialogue of him that he will talk about the waking phrase for the aspect. And if he does give you that dialogue, a scroll of the prophecies will pop up, so you know you got the right dialogue. And he also talks about that you have to say something, so that will be clear, I guess, in the dialogue. You may need to talk to him multiple times to get the dialogue, but you can try starting your run and then just die at the start and keep talking to Achilles until you get the waking phrase. When you got the waking phrase, you can now go to the spear placeholder at the house, equip the spear first, and then you have to interact with it again to reveal the hidden aspect of Guan. So this spear will grant you the ability to charge your spear, and then it will create a spinning blade, what will heal you for 1 HP each time you damage an enemy with it. But it comes with a downside: equipping the weapon will reduce your max health and also reduces your healing effectiveness during your run. And to be honest here, I personally do not like to use this weapon. Next aspect we are going to reveal is the one from the sword, the Aspect of Arthur. Here you will need to invest a total of 5 Titan Blood in the aspects of the sword. It doesn't matter which one you upgrade, so after you've done that, you will need to talk to Nyx for the waking phrase. So you might have to talk to her multiple times, so just start your runs and die at the start. So you can keep talking to Nyx until she gives you the waking phrase. And after you got it, you can go to the sword placeholder at the house, equip the sword, and then you have to interact with it again to reveal the Aspect of Arthur. So this sword is one of my favorite aspects. It will give you a 50 health bonus by holding it, and will do heavy slashes, what are slow, but they deal a lot of damage. And for the special, it will create a aura for you where you take reduced damage standing in it, and enemies are slowed in it as well. With that, enemies' projectiles will also be slowed down in the aura. Moving on to the shield to get the Aspect of BeoWulf. Here again, you will need to have at least 5 Titan Blood in any of the shield aspects. If you have done that, you have to talk to Chaos with the shield equip. It doesn't matter which aspect you have on it. He will give you this dialogue line: "You come to my domain bearing an all-seeing artifact that sprang from me after the dawn of time. It is considered a defensive instrument, I do believe, though I suspect you have discovered or soon shall discover it is nothing of the sort." If you did get this dialogue line, you will need to talk to Chaos again in another encounter where he will give you the waking phrase, and for this you don't need to have the shield equipped. Any weapon will do to get this dialogue. If you got the waking phrase from him, you can now go to the shield placeholder at the house, equip the shield, and interact with it again to reveal the Aspect of BeoWulf. This shield will let you load up your cast stones into the shield, and when you perform a charge dash with the shield, the cast stones will detonate at the end of the charge. This can do a lot of damage with combining attack boons and cast boons, so this can be a really strong shield during runs, but a little downside though, because you need to load up your cast stones in the shield. You can use the cast abilities separately. You will need to use the charge from the shield to use them. So now we have the bow for the aspect of Rama. Here again, you will need to have a total of 5 Titan blood invested in the bow aspects. After you've done that, you will need to speak to Artemis with the bow equipped. Any aspect will do to get the following dialogue. Hey, how you get your hands on a nice bow like that? You take good care of Gogornath for me so I can try it once you're up here. If you got that line, you can now talk to Artemis again in another encounter to get the waking phrase. Also here, you don't have the bow equipped to make the dialogue come up. You will know when you got the phrase. A scroll will pop up from the faded list of minor prophecies. Then you will know if you got it. You can also use her keepsake before starting a run to make her show up more faster to get the dialogue from her. Once you have the waking phrase from her, you can now go to the bow placeholder at the house and equip the bow and then interact with it again to reveal the aspect of Rama. So this bow is, in my opinion, very good. The attack charge will create a wave, what has decent damage, and with the special it will shoot straight onto enemies, what gives it a marker so enemies take damage once you hit enemies with an attack. But the special attack is just in general very good and really fast. Now we're going to get the one from the fists, the aspect of Gilgamesh. For this one, again, you will need to have a total of 5 Titan blood invested in the fist aspects. So after you got that, you will need to talk to Asterius with the fist equip. And this is where you fight him solo before the fight with Theseus. And will mostly show up in around chamber 30 with a boon reward and a skull. But there is a chance you also get that butterfly ball instead. So it is random, what can be annoying to get the dialogue. So when talking to him, you want to get the dialogue line, "Huh, you mean to fight me barehanded this time, short one? I am not ashamed to say the champion himself defeated me in such manner back when we drew breath." When you got that line to show up, you have to talk to him again in another encounter, but this time it doesn't matter which weapon you hold to get the waking praise from him. Also, don't have the extreme measures times 3 on when you encounter him. Then he will most likely talk about his armor, so you won't get that waking praise dialogue. So don't have that on. If you got the waking phrase from him, go to the fist placeholder at the house and equip the fists, and then interact with it again to reveal the aspect of Gilgamesh. These fists are also very nice. It comes with 2 extra dashes if you hold the dash button, and your upper dash special will maum enemies, a marker that will let the enemies take 25% more damage, but they will also do 50% more damage to you, and it will last for 4 seconds, and then will do a similar burst damage like the Doom effect. Also, your attacks will have a 5-hit sequence, and your dash attack will hit 2 times. Now the final weapon, that is the rail for the aspect of Lucifer. For this one, again, you will need to have 5 Titan blood total invested in rail aspects. And once you got that, you have to talk to Zeus with the rail equipped to get the dialogue line. Well, if it isn't one of the rail of Adamant in your possession there, to strike one's enemies from afar is really the only way, I think. And it is about as good as a substitute for lightning bolts as you're likely to find. Once you got this line, you have to talk to Zeus again in another encounter to get the waking phrase, and you won't be needing the rail equipped to get this dialogue. You can also hold Zeus' keepsake to let him show up some more to get the dialogue much quicker. If you get the waking phrase from Zeus, you can go to the rail placeholder at the house, equip the rail, and interact with it again to reveal the aspect of Lucifer. This railgun will fire a laser with your attacks, and for its special, it will shoot a ball what will deal damage around it, and if the ball takes damage, it will explode, damaging enemies in the explosion. But guys, that is how you unlock all the hidden aspects for the weapons. There is a small tip for you to save you some time for getting some of the dialogue. You can just try getting multiple dialogues from the persons you need to speak to during the runs. So you can try speaking to Artemis, Zeus, Chaos, and Asterius in one single run to get the waking phrases. Much faster for all the weapons, so you don't have to do more runs speaking to each of them to get the waking praises. But that does it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. If you have some questions about the topic, leave them in the comment sections. Like the video to support and subscribe for more content. But guys, I thank you for watching, and I see you all next time.